February 24th, 3:12 p.m. Wright and Company Law Offices. Hey guys, welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In the last episode, we ended up going through the court case. We ended up holding the case, extending the case even longer thanks to the whole panic in the courtroom because everyone's like, what the fuck is this shit? Our head prosecutor, basically head prosecutor forged fake evidence, causing a massive just flipping the fuck out. Just everyone just flipping tables, just like, she doesn't deserve her job. Where's the trigger? And then I'm just like, damn, dude, everything's going out ballistic. Oh, what the fuck? I don't even know what I'm doing, but let me put on my glasses real quick because I like wearing my glasses. My glasses. During the day that this has actually been recording, it's on Valentine's Day. QQ, why you so lonely, Shin? Shut the fuck up. I just try to play video games for you guys because I love you guys. But anyways, today is on Valentine's Day. Didn't really have anything on basically planned. Forever alone. But I actually kind of felt like recording this since it thanks to the audio from the previous recording session with Phoenix Wright, it pissed me off. So I kind of just want to at least get to the point, hurry this up, and finish this off so that we can start the next, continuation of this Phoenix Wright to the next sequel. Or we could at least change it up and then do a different series, more or less. So anyways, alright, 3, 2, 1, let's go. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said. Boo, 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 boo. Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to do in order for him to get the verdict he deserves. So basically, she ended up forging evidence, which is bad. I don't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for the Joe Dark killings. Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings but me. Lana wanted Dark convicted so badly, and that's why she used me. And that's why she used what happened to me. What do you mean, what happened to you? It's all here in the file. Seriously, Phoenix hasn't read all of it? What the fuck? Anyways, Joe Dark's last victim was the prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence. But what do you have to do with those killings, Emma? On the night of the prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me. What? He tried to kill you? Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me. And got shanked. Damn, this is getting some motherfucking ghetto, Latino bullshit. I'm sorry for the stereotypical thing. Sorry. Anyways, we continue. So, that means you... Yes. I was the witness in the Joe Dark trial. I didn't see that one coming. You sure? Because it kind of seemed to lead up to that that little point in time, but sure. Let's at least question her for the information. SL9 incident. It happened 2 years ago. It was right about the time of, this time of the year, too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day, unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. Then suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office. Joe Dark. Oh, wait, that was Phoenix. Fuck. Anyways, Joe Dark. It seems like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up. Jake Marshall's brother. Joe Dark tried to save me. Tried to take me hostage. But before he could, Marshall tackled him. And then, what happened? I'll never forget it. Lightning struck and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lightening up the office for an instant. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can see it now. Holy shit, dude. That's actually pretty, like, that's pretty disturbing to at least be in, like, influence like that. Oh, no, actually, yeah. If it's burned into your mind, it's just, ugh. That's a horrible image to at least have. One just critical moment in your life, just like, ugh, that's sad, actually. After the incident. I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall. So, you weren't able to testify about that? No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why why she made up the crime. Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence? The prosecutor's office wanted the guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence and Mr. Edgeworth used it. Even though Edgeworth, technically, he did not know about it. But he did use it against the case to at least turn it around and put that man to justice, aka death. Even though that's weird though. Huh. Keeping it all covered up, and even Edgeworth didn't know about it. Edgeworth's pretty smart as a prosecutor, so seems a little weird. Anyways, moving on. Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. He couldn't even know he was being given false evidence, and he was pretty pissy whenever he heard about that. Oh, I don't know about 100% pissy, but I know that it kind of bothered him, especially since the whole incidents from the previous year. You know, after, so that he kind of sort of did forge evidence afterwards, making him a hypocrite for at least trying to at least get all, supposedly getting the guilty verdict in such a way. I don't know. Anyways, even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, It's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened. Well, technically you did, at least, well, you did testify correctly, but based off of what you saw. Just because if you say something of an assumption, that's not going to be something 100% accurate, you could say. I don't know why I'm saying that like that. So it's true. Even though he may not even though he may not have known it, Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence. Even though he still didn't know, and that was still sucky. But still, technically, yeah. After the case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold, like she is today. She must not have been able to face up to what she did, especially not to Emma. No, I could see that. What did you see in the instant that crime occurred? Bep, 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 bep. Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. Raise your head, Wobbeski. Sorry, thinking about Bleach for a second there. Anyways, Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl. I don't remember what happened after. Apparently I passed out. Yep, got a burp. Give me a sec. Excuse me. Anyways, when I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms. Poor Emma. You've been through so much. Which sucks, yeah. And then she was forced to at least take the stand. I couldn't bring myself to testify about that incident, and she broke down. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good. 2 years ago. You must have been 14, that's understandable. And you were wearing the same shit? Okay, that's a little bit weird, but sure. Once it was over, I made up my mind. I decided when I grow up, I would become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crime with my testimonies and find the evidence to make an airtight case. And, that just awakened her resolve. Good. Everyone's happy, in a way. Even though, yeah, more or less, it's just, whatever. Anyways, that way, Lana would never have to forge any. I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma. What is it? You said you were in Lana's office at the time, right? That's right. Why then would the serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor. Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day. Taken in for questioning? You mean the police? You mean by the police? Of course. This happened at the police department. What? That's actually... I don't know why, that kind of interests me. I'm gonna keep that at least noted in the back of my mind. Anyways, he tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office. But why did he run all the way over to your sister's office? Because the detective offices and the questioning room are right across from the elevator. Wait, across from the elevator? But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she? No, silly. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. Wait. Okay, that's actually pretty... makes sense now. Okay. She was the best in the entire force. What? That's news to me! Seriously, it is. After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor. Lana used to be a detective? I better have another talk with her. Well, we gotta get moving then, but still. There's still some things that I'm still curious about. Jake Marshall's not at least in the bad in that situation, so everything's good there, except for he's gonna lose his job in a nutshell, so that sucks for him. I feel sorry for Marshall, even though he did fuck up, so... February 14th, Detective Center, Visitor's Room. Ah, crap, I should have got it like a bottle of water or something. Yeah, I got a bottle, but there's no water, I'm saying. Wait. Anyways, Lana. Mr. Wright, it seems like I keep causing you trouble. Falsifying evidence. I didn't think you were, I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we? But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty. Which is true. Which is bad. Which is like drugs. Which is bad. Believe me, I understand the risk. Lana, Emma told me about you. Oh? About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SL9 incident was the real reason why you transferred to the prosecutor's office. That's right. Could you fill me in on the details, especially about the unusual change of jobs? I suppose you have the right to know, Mr. Wright. Thank you, Lana. Highly appreciate it. Still. Has to do something with Gantz. I'm pretty sure about that, though. Today's trial. A lot of the revelations were uncovered at the trial today, not at least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago. Evidence from the case was stolen. I expect as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be. That trial, it really wasn't fair, was it? Sadly. I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth. It couldn't be helped, Emma. At the trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul. Well, all the drama aside, the fact is, the matter is, at 5:15, there was no murder at the police department. Tell me it's not true, Lana. What witness? Miss Starr said. About you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife? Lana, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us? Emma, this doesn't involve just me. I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so fazed before. Detective Lana Skye. It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. She was amazing. They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gantz cracked together. Chief Gantz? Then he was the vice head of the criminal affairs, but he still worked at the crime scenes. Damon Gant. He was everything I aspired to be.